evening. Welcome to the first of three meetings tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove. And at this time, we will convene our Board of Sanitation meeting for Monday, April the 5th, 2021. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my left.
Dave Harrison.
James Kaufman, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, March 15th, 2021. Floor is open for any questions, comments, or corrections.
I have none. Thank you.
I have none.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. This evening, Board, we have 5 pages of wastewater claims in the amount of $290,344.62. Floor is open for any questions or comments.
I have none. Thank you.
I have none.
No questions or comments. I'll ask for a motion to approve the wastewater claims dated April the 5th, 2021 in the amount of $290,344.62.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. We have no unfinished or new business this evening. Comments from board members?
I have none.
No comments. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
The meeting is adjourned. We will begin our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting after we reset. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the second of 3 meetings tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove, and at this time we will convene our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for Monday, April the 5th, 2021. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each individual participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my left.
Dave Harrison.
James Kaufman, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, March the 15th, 2021. Floor is open for any questions or comments or corrections.
I have
I
none.
have none.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. This evening, Board, we have 37 pages of corporate claims in the amount of $1,738,899 Floor is open for any questions or comments.
I have none.
I have none.
The only thing on this docket of claims, we've had 2 payrolls, and we had a Board of Works payment for $68,000
Yes.
for insurance or something.
Yeah, we've done good. We've been able to do 1 payroll on every docket so far this year. Eventually it was going to catch up, so that's why we had 2 this time. So it's about double what we're used to, so that is why.
So if there's not any further questions or comments, I'll ask for a motion to approve the corporate claims dated April the 5th, 2021 in the amount of $1,738,899.83.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. We have no unfinished business to carry over from the previous meeting. Tonight, we have several items under new business, and the first is to request to hire DPW, and I'll ask the clerk to read the request into the record, please.
Dear Board, it is my recommendation to the Board of Works that the City of Beech Grove hire Brendan Crocker as a full-time worker at the Department of Public Works. This position will be classified as probationary laborer first year with biweekly salary of $1,415.60. There is adequate funding for this request in the temporary salary appropriation of the MVH budget 201-900-114.000. If approved, Mr. Crocker will be eligible to start full-time on Tuesday, April 6th. Mr. Crocker will serve a 1-year probationary period. Respectfully, Brad Merriweather, Director of Public Works.
Questions or comments from board members?
I have none.
I have none.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the request to hire Brendan Crocker by the director.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. Chief? Next on the agenda is retirement approval for Troy Haskett.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. I have 2 things. One, I have a letter attached for Jim with Troy's retirement, and he would like to thank the city for allowing him to serve for the last 28 years. He says the decision did not come lightly or easy, but it feels it's time for him to start the next chapter in his life. With your letter, he requested his sick time buyback. I'll read that to you. Dear Board, with the retirement of Battalion Chief Troy Haskett effective April 10th, 2021, I would like to ask for the approval of the sick time buyback per the city manual. Troy has worked for the city of Beech Grove for 28 years and has a balance of 145 sick days. Troy will receive a payment of 69% of his unused sick days for a total of $26,357.18, and this amount was placed in our 2021 budget.
Any questions or comments from board members?
I have none.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the payment to Troy Haskett.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries.
Thank you.
I wish Troy nothing but the best. I had the pleasure to work with Troy. I remember when Troy's son was born. TJ's probably 25, 26 years old. So, you know, those are precious to me, so I wish him the
28 years of
best.
service to the city. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yes. Next item is agenda. We have had a request for another painting of a power box on Main Street. Kelsey Beal, she's already painted one at 13th and Main. She's an excellent artist. And Jim, can you read the email for me?
Yes, sir. Mayor Buckley, I'd like to submit my next proposal for painting another power box. I'd like to do one of the smaller ones in a landscaping on Main Street. This one is in front of 380 Main Street. 4th and Main. I've attached a mock-up of my design. I want to paint a peacock to commemorate Frank, who wandered around Beech Grove about this time last year until he was rescued. The other 2 images attached are just a better representation of the style I'd like to use for the feathers. I think these blues and purples will look really great in the landscaping. Let me know when we can get this approved and get started. Thanks, Kelsey Beal.
Frank was a peacock that
That was in my yard. He was in my yard.
roamed all over the place, and he was finally rescued, as the letter said. And she's kind of, she's very, very pro-animal, and she rescues dogs, and, okay. Plus, she's a landscape architect. She works down at Mater Design at 3rd and Main. She's a good person, and I think this would add to Main Street.
Did she do another box a couple
She
months
did one at
back?
13th and Main.
And how was that holding up?
Excellent.
I think it looks good,
No vandalism or anything like that? Okay. Okay.
If there's no other questions, I'll ask for a motion to approve Kelsey Beal painting actually it's a sprinkler box at 380 Main Street.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. Next up, surplus equipment, the mayor's office. I would like to declare a Staples paper shredder, serial number 155120044, as surplus. It is broken and has no value. After approval to surplus, the shredder will be disposed of. Comments from board members?
I have none.
I have none.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the request.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. This evening, we have master vendor license food cart. Chief, did you want to comment on that food cart?
Everything checked out as far as reports and B&B stuff.
We had 2 of them. First one is No Discount Customs LLC, and the second one is Papa Curl. Papa Curl's has come before us before with no problems, but the No Discount Customs LLC is a new one, first time. So you don't have a problem with either one? Okay. Comments from board members?
And they have to be parked, sitting, correct? They cannot go through the streets?
Can't drive around.
Okay, perfect.
As a matter of fact, I think both of these are carts, so.
They're food.
Both carts.
So if we'll do them individually. The first one would be, if there's no further question, I'll ask for approval of the master vendor license for No Discount Customs LLC.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. The second one is Papa Curl Ice Cream. Same way, I'll ask for a motion to approve the master vendor license for that Papa Curl's ice cream.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Next item, there's 2 items for you, Chief. We have approval to hire at the police department and surplus vehicle. Chief?
Good evening, board and mayor. Actually, before we get started, no. I'll talk to you afterwards. Dear board, I am requesting to start a hiring process for a probationary police officer. Over the next 14 months, the department will have approximately 4 to 6 police officer positions available. Starting a process now and having a list will allow us to try and fill these positions in a timely manner. Thank you for your consideration.
Comments from board members?
It's budgeted. The new,
Well, yes, but we wouldn't hire necessarily. I've been in talks with both the mayor and Jim on when we can fill a couple positions that are budgeted, but we're not pushing that. It's really for 2022 when I have 3 coming off the books
Okay.
mid-year.
perfect, thank you.
Motion to approve the chief's request to start a hiring process.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries.
Dear Board, I am requesting to surplus a 2014 Ford Police Interceptor sedan, VIN number 1FAHP2MK2EG166305. This vehicle will then be transferred to the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy, where it will be used for EVOC training. The Beech Grove Police Department will then receive $3,500 worth of training hours from the academy.
Questions or comments?
I have none.
I have none.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the chief's request to surplus a police vehicle.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you, Chief. Next order of business is an agreement between the City of Beech Grove and NDOT for the contract for the construction of the roundabout at 25th and Churchman Avenue. This is about 2 years away, so it's starting to heat up a little bit. I've asked Craig to take a look at this. Craig, is there anything that catches our eye?
Not particularly. Everything looks fine. We've
This-
used similar agreements in the past.
This is similar to what we've done
Yes.
on numerous occasions, so this starts the process for that construction, and as I said a minute ago, it's about 2 years out. So I'll open it up. Any comments from board members?
And you said it was a roundabout, correct?
Actually, it's what they call a peanut roundabout. It's 2 roundabouts in one. And it's at the intersection of 25th and Churchman and Southern, right through there. We've desired to slow the traffic way down, and that's a very dangerous intersection. So we're looking forward to it being done. So if there's not questions or comments, I'll ask for a motion to approve the agreement between NDOT and the City of Beech Grove for project coordination for the roundabout at 25th and Churchman.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business is payment of partial payment for a drainage project that is almost done at Garstang and Schaff. The original contract is $140,700. The invoice as of now is $103,903.26. So the project is 78% complete. So it is already working. It's corrected a problem that's existed in that area for over 40 years. So all they have to do now is pour some curb and asphalt patch, and then they're done. So, Jim, if you want to read this into the record, I think that would be appropriate.
Yes, sir. Dear Mayor Buckley, enclosed, please find the application payment number 1 from Eagle Valley Incorporated. This pay request covers approximately 78.8% of the project. We have reviewed this application for payment and concur that the amounts requested are representative of the work completed during the pay period shown. The amounts contained in this pay request are as follows. Original contract amount, $140,700. Total completed during pay period, $110,938.26. Retainage withheld, 5%, $7,035. Payment to contractor, $103,903.26. Request that application for payment number 1 be presented to the Board of Works and Safety for approval. If acceptable, please return one signed copy to our office via email. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me at 317-788-4551. Sincerely, Westler Engineering, Mary Atkins, Project Manager.
Okay,
Questions or comments?
I have none.
I have none.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the request to pay $103,903.26 towards, to Eagle Valley on the Garstang drainage
I'll
problem.
make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. We have one more item of business that was not on the agenda. I came in late Thursday, and I didn't put it on the agenda, but I wanted to go ahead and get it approved, and you should have the copy.
Yes,
Says GAI on the corner.
yes.
This is supplement number 3 for the Thompson Trail project. And if you go to the second page, at the bottom, it shows the current project fee, $284,225. And then the final column says the adjusted project fee, $284,225. The total project cost has not changed. What has changed, if you go to the next page, is the right-of-way purchase. We have to purchase 6 right-of-ways for this project. It was 8. So now, it originally started out at $76,025 for right-of-way purchase. Now, it's adjusted down to $64,340 for right-of-way purchase. And I'm happy about that. And Craig has done a lot of good work on this one. This was a tough one. We could have easily paid well over $100,000 for these parcels, but we modified the project and the scope of the project, and now we're down to $64,000, which was budgeted, by the way. So Jim, there's a, back here about halfway, let's see. The next page, there's a supplemental agreement number 3. You see it?
Yes, sir.
Can you read that into
Yes,
the
sir.
record, please?
City of Beech Grove, Thompson Road Trail, DES number 1801422. This shall be considered supplemental agreement number 3 and become an integral part of the agreement between GAI Consultants Incorporated, the consultant, and the City of Beech Grove, LPA, for the engineering services for the Thompson Road Trail and Beech Grove, Indiana project. Whereas on July 16, 2018, the LPA entered into an agreement with the consultant to provide survey, roadway, bridge, traffic and drainage design, environmental services, preliminary land acquisition, permitting, utility coordination, and construction plans and contract documents for the construction of a pedestrian trail along the north side of Thompson Road. And whereas it was decided by the city to revise a portion of the design trail to a sidewalk, move the sidewalk closer to the road, and stop the project at the west end of existing sidewalk, west of Emerson Avenue. This change was requested in an effort to reduce the proposed right-of-way limits and associated land acquisition costs. Additional services include revisions to the design, plans, environmental document, utility coordination, and right-of-way services. Whereas some right-of-way services originally included in this contract were not required or were performed at a reduced fee. Changes to right-of-way services are captured in Appendix D. Therefore, the following shall be amended to the LPA Consultant Contract Appendix D. Appendix D, page 28 of 29, replace Appendix D in its entirety with Appendix D attached. All other terms and conditions of the original agreement shall remain in force. And what-
Questions?
Very good.
Questions or comments?
Not yet.
The engineering cost will not change, as what was originally, what's changed is the amount of money we need to spend on right-of-way,
And which is a lesser amount.
which is a lesser amount.
Right.
So,
Okay.
and this is the, Craig, do you have anything on this you want to offer? This has been a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, we went back and forth. They were way over budget on the project. We could have purchased the parcels, but we decided some of that could be done through right away, and so I not much to it other than that. We were able to be creative, save some money and still do the project right. That was one of the things we were wanting. This is a big deal in that part of the city, and we want to make sure it's done correctly. So I'm confident that it's going to be done right with just those one parcels and then the rest of it.
Okay.
Dave, you have any thoughts down on it?
No, I'm reading it over, it looks good.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve supplement agreement number 3 with the City of Beech Grove and GAI Consultants for the Thompson Road Trail.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye. And while we're on the topic of Thompson Road Trail, I want everyone to know that the work that's being done out there right now has nothing to do with this project. They are getting ready to pave Thompson Road from Emerson all the way around to Shelbyville Road. The city of Indianapolis is doing that. So I give kudos out to their DPW director, Dan Parker, and Frank Mascari, our city county councilor rep, for getting that done. But that has nothing to do with the Thompson Road Trail. The Thompson Road Trail will go out for bid in September of this year. So it's not very far away. So in between now and NDOT puts the bid out in September, these right-of-ways will be legally bound so they can begin. NDOT won't begin the project until these are taken care of. So, but the work out there right now is not this project. So, and I can't wait for this project to get going because it's needed really bad.
Right.
So we have to sign this, Jim. You have a copy, or you want to?
I do, yep.
Okay. And I apologize for springing this on you without being on the agenda. I asked our director today, do we need to hear it tonight, or can we wait until the 19th of April? And he thought it was better that we hear it tonight. So I said, okay, I'll go ahead and forward it. So that concludes new business. Comments from board members?
I have none.
I have none, thank you.
No comments. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
The meeting is adjourned. Our city council will convene this evening at 7 p.m. Thank you.